super duper quick recap. There's a saboteur on board, isn't there? And you've been tasked with finding them, tracking them down. You search the holds, and the biggest thing that you found is some fuse wire and blasting caps in one of the holds, particularly where all the fuel is, which is a bit disconcerting, to say the least. You've elected not to tell anybody right now, but you were looking through various avenues of people it might be. One of the things that you looked at was people that joined the crew at the last minute who don't necessarily know each other as well as others. And you found a list of people, I believe, which I will put in the game Foundry chat log, just as a reminder. They include Dr. Lansing, some of the engine crew, a steward, a boatswain, and most importantly, arguably, Chipper Green, the guy who told you about the tribespeople using the black rod, which is very interesting. You started looking at the different areas that these people might have looked at, and you started at after the fore of the ship, and you saw Henning, one of the stewards. He was acting a bit shifty, wasn't he, at the front? And he went in there, and he came back out a bit later, and he had some salt in his hand.
Yes,
he was looking a little bit shifty. Yes, that's right. Dr. Cross confronted him, and he made an excuse. Went on his way. Said that he'd left it in his room. It's a weird place to keep salt. But beyond that, that's kind of where you were. You left it for the night. So this is now, I believe, the night of the 2nd of October. Yes, 2nd of October. And as I mentioned last time, Dr. Cross has a bit of a fitless sleep. And I would like, Dr. Cross, if you could make a POW check. That would be most appreciated.
What date are we on? Was it September
October the 2nd.
That's not
October
right.
the 2nd, 1933. And you can always look at the map of the world to see where you are in the Pacific.
It says 1970 there. That's what confused me.
Yeah, forget that one. Yeah, it's not 1970. It's 1933.
It's 1933. Where does it say 1970?
On the small calendar thing.
On the sheet.
Is it?
On the tiny calendar on
above the boat.
All right.
Well, you can move it around. You got 2 calendar apps, I think, running.
Right. It's definitely 1933. So, right. So Dr. Cross didn't make the POW check. Okay. So at 3 a.m. on that fateful morning, Sully.
No.
You in the early hours of the morning, your sleep is gradually disturbed in the way that you gently drift out of a dream to a state where you're not quite sure if you're still in it or not.
Ooh.
But you can hear at first wherever you are in your dreamscape, but certainly it becomes clearer. It's still a whisper on the air, just a very, very faint voice in a darkened room that says 6, 3, 3, 4. 6, 3, 3, 4.
that number is familiar, isn't it?
You've heard a number like it, yes. Yes.
I guess I'll sit up and I'm having a look around, thinking somebody is in the cabin.
There absolutely is somebody in the cabin.
Oh.
You can only see through the moonlight and the portals, and it's a very dim light, barely a silhouette in this black room. But there is somebody stood near one of the bunks. You think you're not sure if they're looking at you or not. You can hear a click and a little bit of a creak.
Who's that? You okay?
Whoever it is turns towards you. They're coming towards you.
I'm getting up off my bunk.
Okay. All right.
Who is that?
Yeah.
Is there a light switch or anything like that I can throw?
There absolutely is, yeah. Yeah. You turning on the light?
I am.
Perfect. I will say make a sanity check.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
I'll switch the light off.
Too late.
Ooh. Okay.
Ooh.
Wait.
Oh wow. Okay.
Thank God.
All right.
The ghost.
Yeah. you as you flip the light on, it kind of blinks briefly, and in that light blink, you absolutely swear that the man in front of you looks exactly like Dr. Cross, except his skin is hanging off and rippled with the worn, watery complexion of a body that's been drifting in the sea for months. He's swollen, and his beard, his overgrown beard, is kind of like covered in seaweed, and his eyes are white as he's got an evil, rotten teeth smirk as he reaches out to you. His hand got barnacles on his skin. And in that blink as it comes on, it is Dr. Cross there, but it's perfectly normal. Dr. Cross, you kind of wake up. You are there.
What the hell are you doing here, Doc? What's going on? And I've realised then that I've got something heavy. I think it's probably his lucky wrench that Sully is holding in his hand, and he's about to brain you with it. What the hell are you doing?
This is why you always keep a chair at hand.
Well, what are you doing in my room?
What? This is my...
Yeah. Dr. Green and Dr. Lansing kind of wake up and go, what's going on? What?
You're in our room. What are you doing, Sullivan?
I don't know, guy.
Sully's bunked with us. There's 4 bunks.
I mean, is that a thing? Am I aware of that? Because...
Yeah, when you came in and tagged the rooms, you're in room 13. There's Lansing and Green.
Okay.
Sully and you and Dr.
Oh, okay.
Okay, sure. That's all right then.
So you're all in the room. The door is closed.
Yeah, Jesus. What are you doing? You're talking in your sleep or something. What's going on? What?
I guess I'll just go for a pee. You're going to put a spanner on me?
No, for a minute there, it didn't look like you. It was. I don't know. It was like. Must have been a dream, I guess.
Have you been at the
I'll drop the wrench down.
And Dr. Green says, Are you? I guess tensions are high right now. Are you sure that's all you were doing? Going to the toilet?
I have no idea. I was half asleep.
You were saying
You
number
can see
6334.
Dr.
What?
Lansing.
I was what?
You were saying a number 6334.
6334.
That's what you were saying.
Hey.
I had the numbers on my little list of numbers I've been keeping.
Lansing looks across. He says, "Look, my doctor's bag's open."
And I'll look at Dr. Cross and I'll look at him.
Dr. Cross.
Yeah, and I'll be like,
"There's nothing in your hands."
Yeah.
There is nothing in your hands.
Well,
well, don't look at me. It wasn't me.
Lansing kind of like shakes his head and looks through the bag. Says, "Everything seems to be here. Can't see anything missing." He shuts it, and when he shuts it, it makes the same click.
Oh, that I heard. Okay. Maybe my eyes narrow at Dr. Cross at that point.
Okay, right. Look, we're all on edge. Let's get some sleep.
Green agrees. He says, "Look, we're all tense. We're all on edge because of what's going on. The lucky thing is that we're all together, so we can all corroborate what's happened. It's perfectly normal, just a bit of sleepwalking." But you could definitely see Lansing looking a bit too long at Dr. Cross from under his eyebrows.
Yeah.
Just, yeah.
How is Dr. Cross looking?
Some rest.
How is Dr. Cross looking?
Like Dr. Cross, perfectly fine.
Okay. Doesn't look like he's been on the pharmaceuticals or anything.
Maybe got a little bags under his eyes, seeing as it's 3 a.m.
I think we've all got that.
But, yeah. I'll be on that.
I've only got an appearance of 35.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot. Yeah, Lucy Sam. Yeah.
I'm gonna get some water or something.
Okay. Nothing else regarding that happens that night, but presumably Dr. Cross, more than anybody else, is a little bit worried about what's going on with that. And indeed, as Sully's away, you can write down on your little notebook the number. And sure enough, the morning comes. You're back in the breakfast tables with everybody there, like always. Most of the holds and the stuff's been checked now, so everybody's back to work like normal. And it seems like life on the board has returned to normal. You've still got a little way to go to Australia, maybe a week or so, but it's ongoing. So after breakfast, presumably you all get together, and you know what you know with the blasting caps and the fuses, and you know what you know about the steward, and perhaps the other people that I've put down there. And it's up to you how you want to deal with it. How are you going to catch this saboteur?
How are we going to catch this saboteur?
Yeah, how are you? I don't know.
No, has there been any more people going down poorly overnight?
Yes, they are the ship's crew, though. There's nobody in the expedition. Abermal is at the table today. Seems pretty okay.
Hmm. Has Dr. Green recovered now as well?
He has.
Okay.
He has. But part of Dr. Green's kind of duties will be tending to these ill people.
Yeah.
So you can always ask him what's going on if you want to know anything more with that.
Hmm.
Are we talking mild strychnine poisoning, Doctor?
He will say, no, not as far as I can see. Strychnine would have increased heart rates, things like that, irrationality, kind of like the same symptoms as like amphetamine use, but it seems like a bug, like a viral infection somehow. Something different. I can't tell how it's contracted. But obviously them kind of bugs contagious. I'm telling everybody to wash their hands extra carefully and stuff like that. But we're all enclosed on board a tin can. Or in a couple of months, it's bound to kind of spread. Despite our best efforts, all we can do is kind of limit it and hope that it isn't something a bit more sinister. I got there. Abel Miles got there. It seems like a regular thing.
Okay. I'll continue my observation on Henning then, I think.
Okay. Are you employing anybody else to help you? Are you doing it on your own?
I mean, I was so successful last time, like a shadow behind him. I don't know. Is anyone else? I say I think it's one of the stewards involved. Henning. Maybe if we could. Is anyone good with their fingers? Anyone a bit of a dip?
Depends what I'm doing.
I mean, like sleight of hand or just dexterity?
I wouldn't like to. I wouldn't like to contextualize it in that way. Security or lockpicking. No, basically, I think we need to get the key for the steward's room, and I want to have a look and see what's in Adam Henning's room. So I can distract him. I can get him engaged in conversation, whatever. And if someone else can manage to get his key off him,
I have
whether it's like bumping into him, oh no, what's happened here? Oh no.
My sleight of hand is 10. Are you sure you wouldn't rather me hit him over the back of the head with a chair? I'm quite good at that.
Yeah.
I think they'll get suspicious of ask for any more chairs, though.
So I'm going to also post
You won't know until
the
you try.
holes that you've not checked. The holes take a day each to check.
And that's it. The holes also need some time to be sorted, so
yeah.
I don't want to take people away from that.
Yeah, you know there might not be anything. It's up to you if you do check them or not. You don't have to, but they're the ones that have not been checked by you.
So Henning and Green, being crewmen, they have access to all of the holds. Do we know?
And no, the engineers would have access to the lower parts, but nobody really should be going into the lower holds while the ship's moving. Henning would have access to what we call the tween decks because that's where the refrigeration stuff is, and he would have to go down there to get the food.
Is that where we found the fuse?
No, you found the fuse. You might have actually.
Yeah, because we're
just having a look. Don't believe it is. So the main part where you found the blasting caps and the fuse was in lower hold 2.
Yeah.
And the bit where you found the fuse hung in the bag on near the ladder was tween deck of the hold. So everything in hold 2. So
all right.
Yeah.
So he.
So if I
Steward would have access to the refrigeration systems, wouldn't he?
And that's what
Yeah.
blew up.
So you can see, like, towards the back of the ship, you can see the refrigeration bit, and just above the engine room where, like, the part boiler and that is, that's where hold 2 will be, just below the mess.
I mean, we're talking multiple saboteurs here, aren't we? We're talking 2 people, at least 2 people who are working
I'm
together.
thinking that. I was about to say that. I think there's more than one person.
I mean, we've already got 2.
I was just reading my notes. That's why I was quiet.
2 likely lads right now. We've got Henning and Green, haven't we? Chipper. No, Chipper, what's his name? Chipper Green.
So
Green.
Yeah.
And
another
that's
way
the side thing, just so
is
you
to
know,
ask.
you can see how much fuel there is, just to point that out.
So the question is not only is like how they did it, it's like why? If we don't get to the Antarctic, what is going to be gained by it? Who's trying to stop us from getting there? So these people on the ship have either got some kind of connection previously, they want to do it, or they're being paid to do it.
I mean,
I think it'd be paid. I think they're putting their own life at risk.
So you think they're being paid? Oh,
no,
so
I think
you think they've got? So you think they've got an actual reason to do it then? So that means they'd have a problem with Starkweather. So they'd have a history with Starkweather. They've either served with him, or they've got a reason to stop it. I mean, otherwise, they're being paid, which means that we could be offered more money. So.
Yeah, but if they did that, I mean, all of the crew were on board at the time as we had our little fun bit with the King Neptune. You know, Starkweather was there as well, so he would have seen them if he knew them. I don't think it's a personal thing.
Have we thought of asking Starkweather who he knows or who he's served with before? Have we got a short list? Have we actually written down who's served with Starkweather before?
I think we've asked that question before.
No.
Or any of the people on the ship have got family members who were on the previous expedition with him who died.
Who was telling us about Starkweather's last expedition?
It was Griffiths, the geologist.
It could be someone on the expedition working with someone on the crew.
But you've heard it a few times now. You get the idea that it's the thing is quite spreading through the ship. But he was the one that told you, because he warned Doris that the other at Starkweather
he's a bit
talking about getting rid of you. And he basically said that he doesn't talk to Starkweather now. And he thinks the guy is a calamity. And he did mention that Starkweather got people killed.
I mean, that's assuming that this is all about Starkweather. We were being warned off of this back in New York. There's more to this than Starkweather, I think. I mean,
remember the man of silence.
Dr. Jones, he tried to reach Professor Dyer, right? He came back from the previous expedition.
So they're trying to stop us from getting to the Antarctic.
And our Russian friend, he was saying that Professor Dyer, he doesn't want anybody going back to the Antarctic, particularly to the camp.
Why?
Well, that's the $1 million question, Mrs. Aldridge.
A very good question. You don't know why.
That's my worry. We can run around and we look at things that have happened or things that have been sabotaged. But unless we kind of get our heads around why this is happening.
Well, that's why I'm thinking if we can get into Henning's, if we get the Henning's thing, he might have some, I don't know, religious text or something some underlying bits.
So what are we looking at then?
I would say
Hennings.
Dr. Jones, if you could make an idea roll.
I was reading through my notes. I'm not sure who we're suspecting.
It's Adam Henning, the steward, and
an intelligence. I think is the idea.
Why?
Chipper Green was the other
why
guy.
Hennings again? He's the one with the dodgy salt stick thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
But he'd have access to the refrigerator as well, being a steward.
Have you made it, Harrison? If you could make an intelligence check.
And Chipper Green, he's the one that knew about the Black Rod, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. Nice.
Wonderful. Okay, so as you're kind of talking about this, Professor Jones, you remember you went to see Pabodi right back in September. And Pabodi is the guy who made the drill. The drill.
He was like the survivor. Yeah.
Yeah, and he was
Brody,
adamant.
Peabody.
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 Peabody, I think.
Yeah, there's different ways of pronouncing it, depending on which audio you listen to. He was adamant. He said that he gave Starkweather the plans for his improved drill, but he was definitely adamant there's no way he is going back. And you got the same kind of thing from the guy at the King Sport radio mast.
Yeah, the radio guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that combined with what you've heard has happened to Lake, you can kind of guess that something happened out there. You're not quite sure what, but something happened enough for people to say, yeah, I'm not going back. So even the ship's captain said, no, I'm not going back. And he died. So why Dyer doesn't want you to go? Probably something that happened to them on that expedition.
Yeah, I mean that's the whole thing. They found there's really interesting zany things, and no one actually wants to go back to be associated with it. But I mean, it's still I don't know to go to the stretch of how what we've been going through recently.
Yeah.
No one said why though.
No.
No.
In your mountains,
they emphatically just don't want to risk it.
Yeah. In your Mountains of Madness Discord page, there is a thread for documents, so you can always look back on the documents if you need them.
Keep forgetting about that.
Yes.
If you ever needed to. Don't have to. But whatever reason it is, it's obvious that whoever this saboteur is doesn't want this mission to succeed.
So I'm going to go and stalk Henning. If I find an opportunity to, if he leaves his trousers unattended.
What?
Okay.
Just like catching those trousers around his ankle and the head.
I thought you said it wasn't that kind of sleight of hand.
Let's have a look. Okay. All right. I will give you an advantage on it because he's not expecting this. But yeah, if you could roll are you doing it stealthily, or are you doing it So make a stealth check. You can have an advantage on it, definitely.
Because my stealth was I got like a 1 last time on my stealth, so you didn't see me coming. Don't think it's going to be quite as good this time. Let's give it a go. And if not, then he knows we're on to him. 18 ticket.
Good enough. We'll talk about that in a minute. In the meantime, what's George Macy doing?
Listening.
Okay. Listening to everybody in general? Are you? I mean, some kind of plan would probably be advisable.
Some kind of plan. If only
The
we
holds,
knew.
still the holds
If only we knew which one of the holds they were actually targeting, or holds plural. Because
Well, there's only
then we could pull a watch. Is it worth having someone like all the holds are interconnected, aren't they?
sort of, yeah.
Is there a place we could post someone to keep an eye on the bulk of them?
Well, you've got the keys to them, so you have access to them.
Patrol them, maybe?
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, whatever.
It's still worth, I think, checking them. Just
whatever plan they're coming up with, they can't. If it's something they're trying to do with stealth, they can't initiate if someone is there.
Right. Okay. So you're gonna go and do some patrolling of the holds. That's fine. That is fine.
Everyone else seems to be doing everything else. So.
Yeah. Are you doing it together? Is anybody doing anything other than that? Otherwise, we'll assume you split in between. Most people are going to be looking at the holds. Like I said, I don't want to play out 10 days, hour by hour.
No.
We'll take it on the day by day kind of thing. Okay. So
I'll examine the holds. I think that would be something Sully would be doing.
All right, and so you can see in the chat, which on the Foundry chat, which holds haven't been looked at. Which one would you like to pick?
Let's start with hold 3, upper.
Hold 3, upper. Okay. All right then. Right. So whoever decide who's searching hold 3, upper. And in the meantime, for George, you can roll your spot hidden, if you like.
Right, Arthur?
Yeah, I can take 3.
Ooh.
Okay.
Especially now we know what to look for, how they've been storing all the stuff.
Yeah.
All right. You're not pushing it or spending luck, no?
I'll push it.
Okay, you need to tell me how you kind of like ensuring your success, because you're getting mightily bored patrolling up and down these holes. How is it that you're going to be extra vigilant?
Right then. I'm.
What's the consequence if you miss it? Perhaps they slip past you. If you miss it,
it is getting like I'm walking between the holes, and it's basically everything is starting to blur into one. So it's like I'm trying to stay alert, but I've got to be honest. Wooden crates, they all look the same.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like I'm not concentrating as much as I should be, but if it's a person, I may spot the movement out of the corner of my eye.
Right.
Or I may just completely walk my eyes straight over it.
Right. Okay.
It can only go badly.
Way.
Oh wow.
Oh, it could go rather well.
Wowie.
Okay. I see George Macy. George Macy is like a human Tyrannosaurus. He only sees movement.
That's it. Okay.
I was very lucky.
All right. So, everybody else who's in hold 3 tween deck, you need to roll the spot hidden. This contains camping stores, sleds, tools, lamps, ropes, radios, cameras, and climbing gear.
Yes.
Oh, nicely done. I feel like the pressure's off me now.
No, it's still on. You need to pass a check a week.
I know. There's no chance of me passing a check.
I'm going to feed you to the ship's cat.
Except my bloody look roll when I want to try and improve my look.
Okay.
Sorry, what am I doing?
Are you searching the holds with us?
I am searching while I put my head into gear about what actually. What do you want me to search? What's hidden?
Yeah, we're doing hold 3 upper at the moment.
Okie dokie, spot hidden. I'm searching, looking.
Ooh.
And finding everything to solve the crime.
Okay. They're pretty brilliant. What rolls? Right. So, let's have a look then at the...
Get us, we're almost competent.
We're in the upper...
I knew I shouldn't have let you do all the testing.
Hold 3 upper.
Yeah, that's right. I'll pop you in that so you can kind of see. So you should all be able to see this tween deck. Okay, so you're looking around this area specifically, and what is there any particular pieces of equipment out of what I've described that you're paying attention to? Camp stores, radios, cameras, lamps, or tools, or climbing gear. So I will again pop them in the chat, and you can tell me if there's anything in particular that you're paying special attention to.
Wow. It won't matter for me. I failed anyway.
It would either be the climbing equipment, because that's going to be life-threatening. That would probably be my first
life-threatening,
one.
yes.
Yeah.
Radios, I think, would be another thing we'd be.
I mean, I personally would look at the cameras. I think the life-threatening ones, like the climbing and radio, would be really essential. If we don't have a radio, we're buggered. And if the climbing stuff fails when we're hanging off a cliff, that's not going to be very helpful, is it really?
Okay. All right. So I just need you to give me one each on this one.
All right. I'll take the climbing gear.
You're patrolling. This is more Harrison.
I'm patrolling
Harrison,
past
Sully,
the
and
climbing
Doris.
gear.
Yeah. Yes, you are.
Just at that moment in time, it's like,
I was going to take like the radios.
Right.
Okay.
I'm
You're checking the
radios.
I'll take the tools then.
Okay. Very good.
And
Doris,
Doris is doing the climbing gear, I think.
The climbing gear.
I'll look at the climbing, yeah.
Okay. You look at the tools. You especially remember when some of the aircraft tools were misordered. Sent the wrong stuff. You thoroughly check through all them. They are perfect for what you need. They're everything there that you know.
Proper Boeing.
Yep.
Tools.
And all the heavy camp gear like pickaxes, shovels, all that kind of stuff, snow shovels, all that kind of palaver is all there fine. Okay. Cool. Climbing gear. Interesting. Mm-hmm. Again, some of that was misplaced. It was placed at the Amherst Hotel, and it was only found last moment. So you double check that and make sure you go through it with a fine tooth comb. And indeed, everything is there exactly as it should be. However, you get to the radios, and as you're checking them through, there are 2 large amp radios. And as you're looking at them, you can tell it would be easy to miss if you hadn't specifically looked at it. But seeing as you're kind of running your hands around them and checking them and all that kind of stuff, you can see there's like some venting at the back, like on sheet metal, there's like strips cut out like flaps. On them kind of areas, there is like the metal is not smooth. It's kind of like crusty. crusty.
Like corroded?
Yeah. And
Like someone's been messing with the
it's the
batteries.
same colour as the painted metal, so you would not have noticed it unless you looked. But as you're looking at it now, it's like, yeah, really corroded. And as you're touching it, part of it falls away.
Great.
Is that deliberate?
Someone wanted us to basically be stuck out there in the cold with no way of phoning home.
I mean, you can make an education check if you like.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's your learned opinion that this is the work of sulfuric acid.
What?
This isn't normal corrosion.
Yeah.
How would sulfuric acid go?
Where it would come from? Yeah.
Engineering. The ship's bound to have batteries on it.
Have the batteries leaked from these battery-operated radios? Now the batteries
there will be batteries, yeah.
Who says that the sulfuric acid hasn't come from a third party?
Well, that's what we take to try to figure out. Because someone could have messed with the batteries, in which case they leak, and then they're dead when you need them, but you won't really notice. Oh, or someone is just straight up just lugging around acid to pour on our equipment.
Yeah.
You think it's worth cracking this open? Having a look inside. See whether acid damage internal or external.
Yeah.
You'll not get a signal in this tween deck without taking it onto the deck above. So if you wanted to test if it worked.
Yeah, just to see the internals if they were damaged or not.
Yeah, you can see if it turns on or not, but you'll not get a signal here, I'm just saying.
Yeah. It's just to see how damaged they are. Like whether they actually just start more than anything, and then if they're completely dead, then we can take them up, But when it turns on and we don't get a signal, we can check the signal after that.
Okay. You try and turn it on, does not turn on.
Yeah, I wonder if we could open it up, just have a look, because I have a feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah. The battery. Because I wonder if the battery. That's why I wonder if the battery is leaked or being sabotaged to the point that it's actually.
You can either make an electrical repair check or a mechanical repair check.
Oh.
Somebody that wants to look at it.
I may have to defer to Sully in this case.
Yeah. I would think Sully's
we're getting desperate. What is it? Electrical repair?
I've got 10% on both of those.
Electrical or mechanical repair. You can do either.
We'll go with mechanical repair, but it won't make any difference. We'll try it.
You just fly the damn thing. Is that what it is?
Yay! I made a roll.
Yay! And your skills ticked. Yay!
Yes.
What is
Can I spend 8 luck points?
Yeah. Okay. So you check through the thing. You can tell by the way that it is not the battery that's done this. This is acid that's been poured inside that vent. It's frazzled some of the wires, but you can manage to snip the wires and reroute it. So it's obviously the tires.
Could repair it.
But they're still there. Turn it on, comes on. It's fine. Luckily, it wasn't sufficient enough damage to completely wreck it.
Yeah.
Is it all of the radios that have this?
You check through. It's both radios. Yeah. You check through. It's both radios. If you hadn't have found it when you got to Antarctica, if you got into trouble or whatever, you would have very quickly found that there's no way a radio went for help.
Yeah. So it's probably one of their I mean, it's possible that there's two people trying to sabotage us for different reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Like someone wants us to die eventually, and someone wants to stop us getting there in the first place.
So in the meantime, Dr. Cross, you're like hand in glove with Henning. You follow him the entire day, watching for any opportunity. There is no opportunity. He acts completely normal. There is not one bit about it that you're like, that's suspicious. He's completely fine. Never goes to his room or anything like that. Completely fine. Not out of the normal anyway. Yeah, so again, you finish that off, you get to the meal at night, everybody is acting perfectly normal. It's almost like things are back, except that there is like that dread over the air. It's not as jolly as when you were doing the crossing the line. There is a somber mood. But people try and make conversation, and it goes to the next day.
I'm wondering if there's something we can do.
Something.
Yeah.
Okay.
After we've eaten, and the crew are kind of sat in the various different mess halls or wherever it is, where's Chipper hang out?
I believe he hangs out in the aft deck. Just having a look. Yeah. There's like a little social area on the aft deck, in their quarters, just over at the back of the ship. And he tends to hang around there. And you find a lot of like the dog handlers and the engine crew and people like that hang around there.
A lot for the dog handlers to do now, is there?
No. No. This is also where like the Sorensen twins hang out as well.
Okay.
You don't see them very much normally, but they're back here, and some of them are playing cards. They have like a radio kind of thing with the hits of the 1933, and all that kind of stuff. And they're hanging out. Would you like to do something with them?
I kind of did.
Sorry.
But I don't know if it's a good idea. But it might be more in line with Sully's character.
This is the voice of your conscience.
I don't have one. So I'm gonna have one of the radios, one of the packs with the radio.
All right, it's like the tabletop camp radio.
Yeah. So I'm carrying that, and I'll carry that round to the aft section where Chipper is hanging out.
Yeah.
And I will drop that down on the table in front of him. And I'll kind of sit next to him and just look at him.
He looks down at it, looks up at you. Are you okay?
I don't know.
Everybody's like, what are you doing with that? Especially like the aircraft engineer, Miles. Says, what are you lugging a radio around for?
Because somebody has tried sabotaging the mission again.
All the joviality goes out of the room. Go, what? I've been at the radios.
Somebody's poured acid on them.
But we checked them.
We did. But since then, somebody got to them. I'm looking at Chipper when I say it.
Okay. All right.
Somebody got to him.
He probably looks away. Looks away a little bit.
Does he start whistling? That's always a giveaway.
Oh. No. He says, I can have a look if you would like. I could try and fix it.
I don't know. I'm wondering if maybe this wouldn't be the first time you'd had a look at it.
Okay. He kind of blinks and he's taken back. He says, I'm not sure what you mean. Are you referring to the fact that I may have messed with the radio?
Did you?
No. I've never seen that radio before in my life.
You know where the radios are kept, though, right?
Not specifically. Somewhere in the hold. Sure.
Dr. Dyer put you up to it? Professor Dyer?
Who?
Professor Dyer.
I don't have to listen to this.
What?
That's not I suppose. Okay. Yeah, Miles, the aircraft engineer, says, "Who's Dyer?"
Ask him.
Nils Sorensen comes out of the room, and he's the younger of the two brothers. And
yeah.
He says, "It's the old geologist from the other expedition. Did he put you up to it?" And he, like, Chipper Green's like, he's backed into a corner now. He's like, hey, screw you, man. I have nothing to do with this. I told you what happened to me, and I thought we had an understanding. For the rest of the ship journey, do not talk to me. I am not falling for this shit. I did not touch it. I've not even been down there.
I'll look across at Sorensen then. Actually, you know the... You've heard of Dr. Dyer. I mean, and that was the thing that's just got me, is that Chipper clearly knows Dr. Dyer, right? He didn't say... I'm trying to get a read on him, because he... when I mentioned Dr. Dyer, he says, I don't have to listen to this shit. It's like a kind of almost like he's not gone, who's Dr. Dyer? Yeah. And so I want to know whether he's...
Yeah. Yeah. I would think it's probably psychoanalysis in this.
No good. But I mean, yeah, I get it, but it makes...
I would say that because you backed him into a corner and you've got all that kind of stuff, I would give you advantage on it because there's multiple people kind of coming at him.
Can I argue psychology instead?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got a slightly better chance at that, but it's very, very slight. Okay.
Well, that's what looks for. Really good.
Oh. Is it worth 15 look though?
Oh, it could be.
I'm
gonna somebody blowing the ship up. I'm killing you all.
I'm gonna spend it.
All right. Okay.
It take me down to 57.
No.
So,
dear.
He does look perplexed. You get the impression that he doesn't know what you're talking about and that he is telling the truth. He'll start like calling to his friends and say, have I been down there? And everybody's like, no, you've been doing everything with us. Says I didn't even go down and get the trunk when it was like crossing the line. I didn't touch any of it. So you're pretty sure that he's telling the truth.
Okay. So
He's upset now.
Yeah, you're right, man. I'm just getting paranoid. Fine. You're right. Yeah, it's not you. You didn't do it. And I just put my head down. I'm not looking at him. Anyway, somebody's tried to sabotage the radios. I guess that means that our saboteur, is well, he's keen.
Yeah. Nils says that I told you at the start. Told you at the start it was bad luck.
This ain't Starkweather.
Don't think Starkweather's doing it. But he brings with him a curse.
And I'll tell you something else. I'm pointing at the radio. This ain't bad luck. This ain't bad luck. None of this is bad luck. Somebody is trying to stop us from getting to the Antarctic. And we need to find out who the hell that is before he kills one of us.
Everybody kind of looks into the lap. And Nils says, good luck with that. And he walks into his room and shuts the door again.
We all got to be extra vigilant.
We are. Yeah,
well, clearly
right.
not enough.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. We can't let whoever it is get away with it. God damn it, if I find them. And like everybody's got a paranoid air about them. But they, you know, obviously the rest of the thing, you take the radio back.
Yeah, I'll put my hand on Chipper's shoulder and, you know, as if I'm like, I'm sorry. Without actually saying I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And I'll scoop up the radio.
None of it.
No, that's fair enough.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
So it gets to the day after then. 3rd of October. And the ship moves. Yeah. So, like I said, you patrolled the holds, nothing happened. You found the radio, that's cool. The steward had nothing out of this unusual stuff. So what would you like to do on the 3rd?
I mean, in terms of the people who have been came recently, we've got 2 engine crew. We've got Hugh O'Toole and Stanley Rupert. I mean, sounds like another solid job, to be honest, with an engine crew. And then there's this boatswain, Roger Blunt. So to look at, because I mean, I think Lansing's on the level. From what you said, I think Chipper Green is probably on the level.
Yeah, I think so.
You say did you just say we've got an engineer called O'Toole? That's got to be a plan. That's got to be a plan.
Yeah, it's not his real name.
It's actually Huge O'Toole.
Huge O'Toole, yeah.
Before he became an engineer, he had a career in the movies.
Yeah, he thought people would make fun of him as a kid when his name was Huge Spanner, so he changed it.
Okay, so
yeah, so again, You've got the holds. You've got your suspects. What's the plan? What's the plan to catch this guy or girl?
Scuttle the ship, make landfall in Australia.
Yeah.
Just
go for the
wouldn't you be able to make landfall in Australia and then scuttle the ship?
Maybe just like make a big nuisance of ourselves and then wait for him to show his hand to try and stop us. Maybe we announce. Let's announce we know who it is. We'll announce we know who it is. We'll let that know.
At midnight tonight in the dining room,
we will
reveal.
Like a Poirot kind of thing.
Exactly. Dashiell Hammett, I think it'll be in his name.
Yeah.
So I'm basically going to sow some rumours around and tell some people, we're pretty confident we're closing in on the guy, and we're going to make a big reveal tonight at dinner.
All right.
I'm just kind of like
it'd be funny if we'd done all the holds and just been like, oh, we foiled every single sabotage attempt.
That's right, yeah.
Just FYI, and then see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like we foiled the radio. I could go on.
Okay.
What we'll do then? We'll remove the I think the fuse wire, perhaps, and the blasting caps. Get them out of the way.
Yeah.
Because we don't want them to kind of use them.
No, good point.
Can I have a quick question?
Of course you can.
I'm just trying to get my head. Is there anybody on the boat that we actually know of? Because I was just trying to read my notes. Who was on the first expedition?
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you can spend like a good portion of the day finding that out, asking the questions and all that kind of stuff. There's nobody who was on the original expedition. There should have been. There should have been Captain Douglas. But other than that, and the 3 seamen that were meant to be on it, but none of them are here now. And as you know, Professor Moore was also meant to have been on the original expedition, but he got ill, so he didn't go.
Well then, is there anybody on the ship who looks like they were on the first expedition? Particularly looking out for facial tics.
Yeah. Plenty. So, job plan then is to scare the saboteur into action.
I've got to flush him out. Yeah.
Okay.
After we've flushed him out, we'll flush him overboard.
Okay, so you make the announcement over breakfast, saying that you think that you found out.
Can I borrow the tannoy, Captain? Thank you.
Yeah.
Button hits the horn, wakes everybody up.
Mm-hmm. So, you will get a couple of people at the time that say, "Why not just tell us if you know?" We want to know who it is. You particularly like the burlier of the seamen saying, "Tell us who it is, and we'll put a stop to it."
We have a couple of inquiries we're waiting to hear back from, but we're just really trying to let people know that this will soon be over. And once we have those last couple of pieces of the puzzle, we'll be able to, know that everyone on this vessel wishes the expedition success.
Okay. They'll accept it and go about the business, but they're uneasy, and there is talk all over the ship. There's talk about who it is and all that kind of stuff. You set airs running definitely. after breakfast.
Mob mentality.
Yeah, after breakfast, Moore comes to you. He says, "I thought you were gonna tell me what it was, rather than I didn't particularly want these theatrics."
He's gone to ground. Whoever the saboteur is, they've gone to ground. We need to kind of like move them into action because otherwise it's going to be too late when they do surface. We're trying to scare them to doing something stupid. But we've taken everything.
We're not going to tell you that, Dr. Moore, Professor Moore, because you're a suspect.
It could be you. Got to be honest, setting bombs on a boat in the middle of the ocean, I think they've been pretty stupid altogether. But
fanatical.
They've been stupid already.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, let's have a look then.
And also, I guess when I did the speech, I was also talking about an abject coward with no respect for human life or dignity. A measly rat that crawls from the gutters and really just trying to like goad them and like get a reaction out of them.
Okay. I like it. Let's see what he or she does. I'm pretty sure it was.
Hey.
So Doris. Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I will just make a check. See how they react. Use to put it to private.
The Dagon. What?
Yeah. Okay. Right. More says, okay, I understand that. So what happens when it gets to tonight and you haven't got anything to announce? Okay, you've announced it, but what? The ship's big.
That's a problem for tonight, me.
We could always frame someone, which will let the actual person, which will make the person who is actually guilty of this, if we don't accidentally pick him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
think that he's basically got away with it scot-free. So we'll move on with his plans and we can catch him in the act.
That's not a stupid
Anyway, when
idea.
did you last speak to Professor Dyer? Professor Moore?
He's a bit caught off guard on it. He scratches his head. He says, it was probably about a month or so before we went public with the expedition. We needed to get the funding through Miskatonic, and Professor Dyer actively opposed it.
Mm-mm.
He blocked it, managed to get some funding, and when we did, he left. And so about a month before we put everything in place and went public, he left the university and not seen him since. That's
He's
an
never
unusual
written to you.
question. No. I don't even know where he is.
He's in the South Pacific, apparently.
The South Pacific?
Sure, yeah.
Where we're sailing now. All right.
That's a good point.
There he is. Hello.
right.
Go down and raft.
Interesting. He's like, why are you asking about Professor Dyer?
Well, we're trying to figure out who doesn't want this expedition to get to Antarctica.
Well, Dyer, yes, you're right. Dyer is one of those guilty parties, but what could he do? He's not here. You don't think he could kind of looks into space. He says, no, I can't believe that. Dyer's a scientific man. He's fine. He's not like that. I've known him for years.
Well, there's a reason why he doesn't want anybody going back to Antarctica.
He seemed more frightened, though, more than violent. He was more desperate, frightened. He didn't seem like he'd go to them measures, I think.
You don't think he would? Well, I mean, we don't know the guy, and we don't know what he would do to stop people from heading back out there.
Moore kind of gets defensive. He says, well, I can't listen to it. I'm very busy. But I'm pretty sure Professor Dyer would never do anything like this. Never. If you'll excuse me, he kind of takes himself out of that situation.
Okay, so we need to find someone who's from a patsy that we can lock up. Do you think Green will be up for it?
I mean, you can ask him, man. But
I get on well with the guy. See if he always seems up for a dare and
I mean, sure. I mean, you want to tell him?
It should be like a maximum 24 hours.
Are you saying that? What do you think the crew are going to do to him when they find out?
It's kind of 24 hours to life, really, isn't it?
And that's the concern. I mean, Green, he seems like a good guy.
No, you're right. I'll chuck him overboard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd volunteer myself had I not just picked this big speech about it.
Okay.
We've got to look through the list and decide who are we going to vote as like most fanatical crew member.
Chipper.
Nah, Chipper's on the level, man. Chipper's definitely not.
We know he's on the level, but he talks about weird stuff. He talks about his weird rod and things.
Hey, look, I just practically accused him of being the saboteur last night. I think
if talking about their weird rod was some kind of criteria for getting pushed to the ship, I think he would be the only one who had to worry.
Yeah. I mean, what about Henning?
You're right. We can't guarantee the safety of anyone who we accuse.
And that's the worry. What about Henning?
Could be George Macy.
Believe me, they will.
All I've got on him is that he left a salt cellar in his room. I mean,
was it a salt cellar or was it full of like strychnine?
Strychnine in a salt cellar.
Which looks like salt, apparently.
Was it a strychnine cellar?
Yeah, strychnine, I think, does look like salt.
You can get them from Dunelm.
Oh,
yes, it does.
I've had a bit of an idea.
Okay.
The salt. Who saw him with the salt cellar?
Cross.
Dr. Cross.
Was it one of the ones that we've got knocking around on the ship? Was it like a standard salt cellar, or did it look distinctive?
And we found it. We've done analysis on it, and then if it's not his, he'll run back to where he stored it.
And
check afterwards.
I was more thinking of at lunchtime or whatever, placing it down in front of him and asking him if he wants to put some salt on his food. And if we just look a little bit,
I mean that. That could just be anything. I like the idea though that we say we didn't find his salt cellar, but we tell him we say we found it and it has strychnine in there, and then if it is him, he's going to run back to where he has stashed it to check that it's not the one he's got, and then someone needs to follow him. And
I mean that's good. That is good as well. I like that too.
I can see it now. We'll capture him, and he'll be there, and he'll be like, "If only it wasn't for those meddling adults."
Yeah, correct.
He'll be reaching for his salt cellar. That's what he'll be doing.
Let us move. My salt cellar's loaded.
It's a bit like when he's halfway through a meal.
No,
Wait. Not too salty. We had to use some of your salt
we found we ran out. We found it in your cabin.
Fingerprinting's a thing, isn't it, in the 30s?
Just coming in. Coming in. And I know that's from X-Files.
Yeah. So there we go. We say we have found this salt cellar with strychnine in it, and we have conducted analysis. That's what we were talking about. We've been doing some analysis on this newfangled thing called fingerprinting, and then we'll ask everyone to kind of like line up and to give us a copy of their prints.
Okay.
And that's basically when we'll make our decision. And obviously people are going to run.
Maybe.
Everybody runs.
At least we hope people are going to run.
Yeah, you might. You're hoping that everyone's be like, "Oh, all right then."
Yeah.
Imagine a bunch of sailors would just be like, "Oh, piss off."
Non-compliance.
What does the stories think about all this? Is there an easier way of doing it?
Probably.
What do you think, Doris?
Well, we could.
Not sure the fingerprint thing will work. I'm not, because it's like I don't.
That relies on them panicking, and if they don't panic, you got.
Well, no, even if they don't, then it will still have the effect of like triggering Henning to leg it.
I think just saying we found a salt cellar with the
with
strychnine in would be enough to see a reaction, maybe. But yeah, we could go through the rules of the fingerprints thing to see.
Okay.
We need to have someone on Henning to like follow him if he decides to bolt.
Okay.
If he bolts, that's just a sign of guilt anyway, isn't it? If he bolts.
But
I mean, I could go wait in his cabin.
Have we searched his cabin?
No, I couldn't get it. I can't lockpick.
I don't think we need to lockpick. I think we just need to go and ask Starkweather to give us the keys, and we just go and search. We could tell them all, get them all onto the deck, and we're going to do a mandatory search of all the bunks.
I think we tried that, and they said they needed a bit more to go on if they're going to betray the men's trust that way.
We'll tell them we found a salt cellar full of strychnine in, and we're going to search everybody's bunks. We could say we found some strychnine, we found some fuse wire, and we found some such and such caps. We're now doing a search. Everybody on the deck. Mm-hmm. No one's allowed in their bunk room.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, do you think the purse will support us on that?
Maybe. Then maybe they see the reaction.
Yeah. It's definitely Operation Watch a Reaction to something.
Yeah.
So we've been kind of like sowing seeds all day about something that's going to happen in the evening. So.
It's as we walk past groups of people, we can just be like,
glare at them.
And you can just kind of like, point at a group of people and go, wag the old finger.
No, I mean, we're not going to do anything that stupid.
Like, we've got to keep our eyes out for people looking nervous who aren't members of our group.
So decide on your course of action then. You've got either the fingerprint plan, or are you going to ask for searching cabins? Which way around are you doing it?
Yes.
Salt cellar with option of fingerprint.
He's trying to get us to make decisions. I don't know what this is all about.
I am.
Yeah, that's fair. If you want to move on. So basically, we just get like a random salt cellar from the table.
Okay.
And
yeah.
when it comes to the evening meal, obviously, bang your glass, and then announce what we decided. I mean, are we still planning, or are we there? What's the deal? Is there anything else we're doing today for the evening meal?
You can search another hold if you wish to.
I was going to say, checking through holds.
Get a hold out. Let's all get a hold out of the way.
Because we can be having our discussion on what we're going to do while we're checking through the hold.
Yeah.
So you've got one. No.
We got the lower.
Hold one
hold
lower.
3 lower.
Yeah, hold 1 and hold 3 lower. Hold 4 lower, and all of hold 5.
Yeah, so we did 5 upper just to clear the upper ones.
Okay.
Okay. Right. So hold 5 tween deck is the dog kennels, and it smells really, really bad. So if you're checking that, you need to make a spot hidden. I would say that it's a disadvantage because you have to keep going out, nearly retching.
I'm not going in there.
Yeah,
Can we not say that? I mean, there's not going to be anything else stashed there, is there?
But then do you want to check one of the other ones then? That's
there's not really. There's not that much there. It's just in the interest of being thorough. You don't have to search it. You can choose a different floor before you roll if you want.
Being a manly kind of man, I will tie my handkerchief around my face, which will do nothing whatsoever, probably.
Dr. Cross is debating whether you should search it at all, I think.
I've spent enough time in that room with those dogs and everything. I'll try and add somewhere else.
But if that's how people feel about going into that room, wouldn't it be the perfect place to hide something?
Dead dogs.
Good point, but I'm still not going in.
It's like, damn me being logical at a time like this.
So you can only search.
People have been all over that, searching. Well, they've been moving bodies and stuff out of that. Dogs.
Yeah. I mean, and Lansing was in there doing like autopsies and things.
Yeah. So below it in the hold is all the wood and camp equipment. So mainly wood to create shelters and stuff like that. In the lower hold 4 is the Boeing aircraft. In lower hold 3 is tents and cookware and things like that, skiing equipment. And in hold 1 lower is oxygen tanks.
Ooh. Yeah.
I'll do the
definitely checking the oxygen tanks.
Okay. Let's have an expedition to the oxygen tanks.
Oh,
what an atmosphere.
Or lack of, depending what we find. My God, someone's filled them with carbon monoxide.
That's right.
Butane.
When it loads up. So
listening, I'm just going to fill my drink up.
Okay. Again, I'll pop you in there. You can see the scene. But as you can see, there is a ton of oxygen tanks down here, as well as other kind of bits of equipment.
So the nice burnable cans of kerosene.
Yeah, limit the amount of free radicals.
Yes.
I guess we're going to look around for
doing the spot hidden on that one. Have a really good look around it. And a thorough check.
Right, I am gonna after doing my spot hidden. I am gonna pick what I see to be the most suspicious oxygen tank.
Yeah, could I re-roll by turning away and then jumping backwards to look at the scene?
Turn the valve, and then have a sniff. being the fact that carbon dioxide and oxygen are both completely odorless.
It's all methane.
Because
it's not oxygen.
Okay.
My oxygen.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh,
Well done,
Doris,
Doris.
it's on fire.
You like Doris?
Yeah. Unfortunately, Doris is looking at a toaster on the shelf in the corner.
Look at the valves. Look at the actual valves, guys.
dang it.
Yeah.
I,
Yeah. So as you can say, the tanks look perfectly fine. You especially pay attention to if any sulfuric acid's been poured on them, and there hasn't been at all. However, just like what you said, check some of the valves on a few of them, which is like insane because the way that they're all stacked, there is dozens and dozens and dozens of them. So you check them kind of randomly, and you realise that there are some that have been loosened and they are now empty. And it's only when you kind of pick them up, unstrap them and pick them up, that you realise that they're actually empty and they've been seeping out. You check them all, and out of 35 cylinders, 10 of them have been emptied.
That's not a great percentage, is it?
Oh, okay. Some of the people who are going to climbing up the mountain are just going to have to take really, really deep breaths.
Have we informed Starkweather of any of this? Because that's a lot of stuff he's going to be ordering. New ham radios, new oxygen, new food,
No, you've not
new
told
refrigeration systems,
More
Not
dogs.
yet.
more dogs.
Well, I suppose the benefit
I
of
think
the
he's
dogs
aware
is
of
you
that.
can actually feed the old dogs to the new dogs.
It's got strychnine.
I mean, basically,
And
he's
some of them.
They've gone overboard.
I know, but I got
Oh,
shouted
no.
down when I suggested we might eat them instead of the pemmican.
Yeah, we eat them. It's
I stand by
terrible.
that.
You feed them to the dogs. That's just what's done. I've read my books on Arctic survival.
So yeah, that's what you find in that hold.
that's not good. We need to tell Starkweather.
Yeah, if you wish to tell Starkweather,
Maybe we should tell more. He's the one that asked us to look into this.
Tell anyone was they need to know because they said unless you get this stuff, you can't leave Australia until A, we found out who's done it, and B, we've restocked up, because we could restock up and then get on the next part of it, and then the next part, and then more stuff is damaged and more stuff. So we can't leave Australia until we find the next.
There's nothing between Australia and Antarctica.
So that's it. So we can't leave Australia until we find out who is responsible, because otherwise we're going to restock up, and then a week down we find it's all gone again.
Yeah. Well, hopefully tonight we'll find out who it is.
How long is it till we land in Australia now?
where are you? So you will land.
A week, isn't it?
Yeah, they said that you're going to arrive about the 12th, morning of the 12th.
So 10 days.
days.
So about 10 days.
Flipping heck.
9-10 days. Yeah. So, in the interest of not role playing all the way through that, let's see. Yeah. So, are you telling Starkweather or Moore, or are you going to your Poirot bit at the night?
I think we should tell more, being the fact that he's the one who actually set us on doing this.
Yeah.
The
thing is, Starkweather's. Because, I mean, we want to ask Starkweather, why is it you think they don't want us to go? What the hell happened the first time? He is not going to, the arrogant person that he is, he's not going to answer any of those questions. If we was to say, right, cards on the table, tell us what is the reason why somebody would not want us to go back? Because he's not going to tell us. So might as well just tell more, because, and then we've somehow got to find out who in the crew is doing this, why they're doing it. That's. So it's more of an investigative moment of like needling who and why. Really, like,
if we tell
who's got motive to do it, why they want us to do it.
If we tell Starkweather, he's just one more step towards towards having a nervous breakdown. I don't think any of us want that, because you know what he's like normally. Can you imagine what he's going to be like if he's having a nervous breakdown?
I don't care about whether he has a nervous breakdown because he's an arse. But
if he does, I'm tipping him overboard to cool off.
The fact is, he's like, we won't get any proper answers out of him because he's arrogant, and he's not been honest with us right from the beginning anyway, and we all know that. Everybody knows he's not honest now because he would have been like, oh yes. I mean, he's never been open about why he's got this thing about this woman. That's all. Like, he stomps off with it like a big.
Okay, so we tell more so you can order some more oxygen because he's been ordering other stuff as well, and then we just get on with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we'll probably all hear Starkweather erupt when he hears anyway.
Yeah.
I think he probably already has. That's what the high-pitched whining is.
So, you go to see Moore. He's on the boat deck.
Nice, Mr. Moore.
And he's in. You've not been up here that often, but you know that he lives in like the captain's office in the daytime. He's going through all the notes and all that kind of stuff. And as you get there, you can hear there's some kind of voice on the other side. And as you listen, the doors are relatively thin on this ship, on this deck anyway. And you can hear that it's like a recording. You can hear like a crackle of like a gramophone style recording.
And what's he saying?
That was more. Sorry, is he on the what deck?
Yeah, you can. You don't have to roll. If you stand there for a couple of minutes and listen in, you hear it's radio signals from the Miskatonic expedition.
Oh,
it's Lake. It's Lake's assistant, in fact, radioing back, telling them what they've found about all these weird things. And you can hear Dyer's voice on the other end saying, tell Lake that I'm sorry I doubted him. I want it through as soon as the storm clears up. And it's all like crackling and all that kind of stuff. It's not a good reception on the thing.
okay. I mean,
but yeah, he's in the captain's office. Like I said, there doesn't.
Should have believed or listened. Was it believed Lake? Was it believed? What did you say? Believed Lake or listened to Lake?
He was sorry that he doubted Lake.
Okay, thank you.
Let's knock on the door.
Mm-hmm. Okay. More opensy. Is everything all right? Come in. He looks around. Come in. You can see on the desk as you look in, there's like a funny contraption. It's not a gramophone. It's actually like a primitive tape player.
Oh.
It's got like a reel thing on it.
1933, there's nothing primitive about that. Oh.
Yeah, it's not actually tape. It's like a wire. There. Yeah, okay. He says, come in.
I know of these things.
He stops the thing. What's wrong?
We've
radios
found more sabotage.
He slumps back into the chair. Will we ever reach Antarctica at this rate? What is it?
It's the radios. Somebody's poured acid into the radios. Now,
acid.
Yeah, sulfuric acid.
Where would they get that from?
Well, that's a good question. Who would have access to sulfuric acid on this boat, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Would any of the lists we went through when we were back in New York have had anything like sulfuric acid on them? Because the only thing I can think we'd use it for is to top up batteries.
I would say no. The closest you can get is like photographic chemicals, but that doesn't really use acid. So no, there's nothing designed for that.
But it is battery acid, right?
Hmm.
But you know from checking the radios, the battery was perfectly fine. It's not the battery that's bust.
No.
It's been applied externally through them vents.
What else is sulfuric acid used for?
So I'm thinking we've got vehicles with us. We've got mechanical tractors with us, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where I'm thinking the acid will come from, because they'd have standard like vehicle batteries in them.
Possibly, but that's.
So I was just wondering if the engine.
There would be evidence.
Would have any.
There would be evidence of busting them batteries out, I suppose. So
would it be worth looking for? Would it be worth looking for signs and marks, because some guy's been walking around with a bucket of acid or something?
Mm.
The guy's walking around with a bucket of water with a rod in it.
I put my bucket down and slide it behind one of the chairs, whistling nonchalantly.
Anyway, let you know in case you need to order some more when we get to Melbourne.
Thank you.
The oxygen as well. Don't forget the oxygen.
We're going to have to check them. We might have to order components.
Yeah, as Doris says, that's not the only thing. 10 of the oxygen bottles have been emptied.
He puts his head in his hands. Oh, okay. That's a third of our oxygen. That's going to take more time to get ordered. Starkweather's not going to be happy. I know he's not.
Well, I thought that was his normal state.
He just smiles weakly. He says,
I mean, it's pretty obvious more that somebody is trying to stop this expedition from happening.
It is. I agree.
And it's like, until Starkweather is honest about what happened on the first one, or what somebody will gain from us not getting there, or what they're trying to stop us from getting to, we're never going to know. Somebody on this ship is either trying to stop us or stop Starkweather.
Well, that's right.
Why? Until we know what went on the first one, how can we investigate that?
That's why I asked you to help us, Mrs. Aldridge.
What were you just listening to?
He's taken aback. He says, I'm listening to the radio broadcast from Miskatonic.
Why?
To make notes. To study
and what happened?
What they found.
On the catastrophe that happened before. How many people died on the first one?
Oh, God. Probably, I'll say about 12.
Okay. So maybe one of the family members is on this ship who holds a grudge against dark weather because nobody.
Dark weather has nothing to do with the previous expedition, though, Mrs. Aldridge.
That's right.
No, but they don't want them going back. So do they want to stop it?
I agree. You're right. Somebody doesn't want us to go to Antarctica, and we've got to find out who it is and put a stop to it before they succeed.
But why don't they want us to go? Why?
I'm not sure that it matters, but that's why I've asked you to help me. I don't know why. I just know that they don't want us to go, clearly. But I asked you to look because you know the gear, and thankfully you've been able to find a lot of this. I'm not sure I could have found it in time.
Expedition members don't have access. At the moment? At the moment, maybe Henning?
Thank you.
The steward.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think Henning is not?
He'd have had access
to the holds?
He was a last-minute addition of the crew. He was able to get into. He would have had access to the refrigeration unit.
Sure.
Yes, he would. I would say role and education role as well.
Anybody?
Discussing that? Yes. Yes, I would say so.
Have we talked about the fuse wire and the cap thingy? What's it?
No, not yet.
Okay, just wanted to check. Education. Where's that?
Go on, I'll spend 3 luck.
I've made it.
Whoa.
Oh, maybe I won't bother.
I'm too busy getting my wires crossed in the corner.
Yeah, as you're kind of discussing that and pointing out how Henning had access to the, all them kind of areas, it kind of dawns on you, Sully, that actually what you thought might have been a coincidence could well have been premeditated after all. The refrigeration unit breaking down, it was one of the pipes that burst, wasn't it?
It was.
What if something was put onto the pipe to eat through it?
Like sulfuric acid.
Sulfuric acid.
Like sulfuric acid.
I mean, okay. That still doesn't answer who has access to sulfuric acid. It wasn't on any of the manifests that we had. Are we looking at a?
No.
So what is sulfuric acid used for?
Batteries.
Yeah, I mean the black rod isn't on the manifest either, but it's on the ship.
That rod's not going to go away, is it?
They're just jealous of my rod. That's all it is.
If they came on here meaning to do harm,
it also makes a rather powerful suicide as well. If the individual just get caught.
I mean, there are probably easier ways to do it.
Commit suicide. All you've got to do is jump overboard. I can't think of anything else. I can't think of anything it'd be useful on board a ship other than maybe topping batteries up.
I think it's safe to assume that whoever's doing it has brought it on board for the purpose of sabotage.
We never did finish checking everybody's cabin, did we?
We didn't start. We have enough evidence. But tonight, that's going to change.
Yeah, I mean, that is a dangerous item. We could do with finding that as soon as possible. Because, I mean, as you said, as grim as that sounds, there could be an accident with it against somebody. What were you going to say, Mrs. Aldridge? You were...
I was asking, does anyone know how to make it? Is it something that could be made? Is it? I don't know much about science.
It's H2SO4. It's hydrogen sulfur dioxide.
So it's not something. It have to be made in a certain circumstance. It could be like nobody could be sitting in their bunk room and mixing certain two chemicals together to make it or something. There's not like it can't be made out like common ingredients. No,
they're not there.
I mean,
you need like distillation, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know much about it. That's why I was asking. Yeah.
Yeah, it would be difficult. Somebody would notice when your bunkmate is, hanging up things.
Yeah,
please stop with
hydration.
I had no idea how it was made. I know, like sometimes you can get like common things to make things. Well, so I was asking. It's a genuine. I don't know how to make it.
Like, sulfur dioxide smells like bad eggs.
Eggs.
It does.
Sulfur trioxide also smells like bad eggs.
Mm-hmm.
And then you bubble the gases through water to make sulfuric acid.
So, that's not thank you.
They bought it on the ship then.
Thank you for telling me, Woody. If you think it's Henning, I'm guessing you're going to accuse him tonight. That you alluded to. We can do that.
I think we need to do a bunk shakedown. What's the word they say in prison?
Well, basically, everyone's going to be in the room for dinner. While everyone's in the room for dinner, we'll tell them we're going to do a bunk shakedown. Well, we're going to say basically what we found. If people panic and say, "Oh, we're not going to contribute," then we'll say, "No, everyone's dead. Everyone's cabins are going to be checked," and then we're going to see kind of who decides to try to break for it.
Oh, who objects about a bunk shakedown as well? Because if you've got to hide, you'd be like,
If you have nothing to hide, you have nothing to fear.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's do that then.
As my old friends in Germany said.
Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so gets to the evening. In fact, let's have the gathering after tea, which is a very subdued matter. Everybody is gathered here with you guys.
Lock the doors!
Yes, I suppose you're all like at the front more than anybody.
Actually,
yeah. Right. Mm-hmm.
What if I'm not there? And we could say that somebody is searching. In fact, if a couple of us weren't there, we could say we're searching the cabins right now.
Well, you lot go. I'll stay with Dr. Cross in the me and Dr. Cross will make the announcement. Well, I'll stand with Dr. Cross. Dr. Cross. You three.
But also, you can see who slips out of the back.
Yeah.
So we'll both. Me and him will be there, and the rest of you three can actually start the bunk shakedown. Anyway, we're starting with Hemmings.
Well, we haven't actually got permission to do that yet.
I don't think we need. We're going to do it anyway.
Well,
Paul said we had permission.
Smash the system, anarchy forever.
Paul said we could.
I mean, we may not even have to do it. It's just as long as we're not there.
Yeah.
You announce that we're searching the bunks, and we'll just see what kind of reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that might be enough.
Yep.
Okay. Right. So you're all gathered. We'll say that Sully's not there. Is there somebody else who's not there as well?
I guess it's Sully, Mason, and Dr. Jones. I guess Macy and Dr. Jones. We're not there.
Okay. Okay, so you're leaving it to Doris and Harrison to do the.
No, Harrison's not there. It's Dr. Cross and
most charismatic members of the group.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So I'll leave you there, then you can see it. But everybody else is kind of gathered round. Off you go. What is all this?
Okay. Yes, everyone. I hope you enjoyed your pemmican pie for the third night in a row.
People grown.
As we said this morning, there is an abject coward amongst us who prays, who stalks in the night, who sabotages our equipment, thinking we are going to, with no care for our own lives, it was already led to the destruction of some of our best furry friends. And as I can tell you, we are breathing down their neck. We have discovered the sabotage of, watch out, guys, oxygen tanks, radios,
All right. Okay.
other places.
Everybody's surprised. What?
Yes.
What?
And
I would say you can make a hard psychoanalysis check. It would be all psychology. Is what it's going to be. I will make it normal, in fact.
Psychology 20. Oh, I've got a green tick on it as well. Okay.
Oh.
Do you want me to vote?
I'm huffing my own fart.
Yeah, only the people there. So yeah, it's you, Doris.
No, it's worse. It's worse.
Everybody looks surprised. Everybody's surprised.
It's fine. But these are only some of the things we have found. We've also found blasting caps and fuses. Yes, this saboteur was seeking to blow up this vessel and to take your lives with them. So,
the people erupt at this information. They're into a rage now. Those low-life bastards! Yeah. Wait till we find them. We're going to tear their heads off. They're looking around at each other.
And also, we have found
in the sense into chaos. You pull it back again.
We know, these people. We know that they have attempted to poison us. We know they have killed our dogs, but they have slipped up. But we found this salt cellar, ordinary salt cellar, which contained strychnine, the very poison that was administered to the dogs.
The chief steward speaks up. He says, "There's no way. That can't be true."
Really?
And people start looking around at him. And they're like, "Why can't it be true?" And he's like, "How come he's got the salt cellar and stuff like that?" He's like, "Look, that's from the mess. You've taken it from the mess. I can guarantee you that's a thing."
Yeah, that's not my salt.
Well, whoever put the strychnine in there used one from the mess. But I guarantee you, as a doctor of science, inside this is strychnine. We have had it tested.
He goes quiet. He says, "All I'm saying is that's from the best. That's all, and I've not touched it."
Well, funny you should say that. There is a new science in criminology, which some of you may have heard of if you've paid attention to the papers, called fingerprinting. See, everyone has individual markings on their fingers, and no two are alike. This was started when a group of identical twins were caught for the same murder, and the only way to differentiate between them was the individual walls on their fingers. Look at your fingertips now. Look at the lines on them. They are unique to yourself. Nobody else has those markings. And we can test with modern science who has actually handled these things in the past. And we have pulled what we call prints off this particular salt cellar that was used to contain the strychnine. And we'd now like to test your own prints. A pad of ink will be lined up on the table. And if you pick your forefinger and your thumb and place it on the ink and then onto the paper, we will start to record everyone's details, and then do so confirm which one of you has taken such a heinous action against his brethren.
Halperin speaks up. He says, "Hang on, I thought you were saying that you'd already knew who the culprit was. Why are we going through all this?"
Because
I didn't do it.
Well, that makes one person. We are very close. We have a very small list of who it could be, but we need to rule people out of our inquiries. If this doesn't happen, then we will have no option than to check individual rooms. Some rooms have already been searched. On a balance of probability, we've had permission to search some rooms, which we do have evidence enough to open the doors.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But depending on the results of these tests, we may need to look in other rooms as well. So the best thing for you to do to rule yourself out of inquiry and potential embarrassment is to cooperate with the printing process.
Okay. It's mainly the ship's crew that speak up, particularly the able seamen who protest against it. There's 2 or 3 of them say, "There's no way I'm doing it. I know I didn't do it." And they refuse. As they do, Starkweather jumps on the table. He says, "Now listen to me, everyone. You will comply and do as the good doctor says, and if you do not, you will be considered under house arrest, and you will be confined to quarters for the remainder of this journey. I have the full authority of Captain Friedenberg behind me." And he glances back to him, and the captain kind of bristles a bit, but doesn't say anything. He says, "So it's up to you. Spend the next 10 days in seeing 4 walls, or have a little bit of pain and get on with your lives. And we find out who's the coward who's doing all this." And they kind of pipe down, and everybody kind of pipes down. And he turns around and he says, "Continue, Doctor, as you were."
Thank you, Captain Starkweather. I'd say if you'd like to form a series of lines, and there'll be some ink, some blotting paper, some ink, and a pen for you to write your name and your details.
Okay. Halperin shrugs. He says, "Fine, now I know I didn't do it. It's easy. I'll submit." And begrudgingly, a lot of others do as well, say, humble, that kind of stuff. Meanwhile, George, Harrison, and Sully, where are you and what are you doing?
George Harrison.
George Harrison. Yes. I was tempted to just be waiting outside the door, but in case somebody snuck out. But
with a chair.
Yeah.
We're not going to do some rummaging.
You can do some searching if you want. Yeah, Jones and Macy.
No, I fell into this door. Oh, it's open.
Yeah. If you're searching, where are you searching then?
I mean, Henning's cabin is the obvious.
Yeah, Henning's cabin is.
Yeah, I think that's they start with the suspects first and work backwards. Just the Davidson.
Yeah,
Henning's. If I can.
Henning's cabin is locked.
Mm.
So you need to either force it or lockpick it, or go back in and demand to search the cabin.
I can't do either of those things.
I can look it with my shoulder, but would people mind that? It'd be fine if if it turns out he's guilty, but if he's not guilty, he might complain.
I think, the crew would be upset. But...
Who would next be on the list? Just checking that.
Damn you, sensible people who lock your doors. Ugh.
Blunt.
I mean, is his cabin?
Well, it depends. It might be try going through a porthole or something.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
I can't quite
scale down the side of it.
Yeah, there will be a porthole, but yeah, you have to.
Just looking on the ship, all the portholes are like a meter across.
Yeah. Okay, so you're looking through cabins and stuff like that.
Yeah, so it's going to go through the list of like who we have. So if it's not Henning, then just go to the next name on the list.
Okay.
Would it be awesome if the guilty party has forgotten to lock his door?
All right. I will come back to that then. So in the meantime, you're lining everybody up and doing the fingerprinting, yeah? People are lining up and doing the process. Let's have a look. You can see there are 2 people that refuse to do it.
Ooh.
One of them is Henning, who's backing off.
I'm not surprised by that.
Yeah, and the other one is one of the ship's crewmen, the engine crew. Let me find who it is. Stanley Rupert.
I still think the engineers would be the only people who would have even like easy access to acid.
So they're backing off, and they're like, "No, there's no way." What do you do? Rupert's not backing off; he's just refusing. But you can clearly see Henning backing away out of this thing. He's not said anything. He's not making a loud noise. But you're obviously actively looking at him, and you can see as the line moves forward, he's moving backwards.
And Mr. Henning,
I mean, I know.
Let me help you, and I'll sort of guide him towards the table, please.
As you step forward and you call out his name, you can see he's got sweat on his forehead, and he bursts into a run, and he just races out around the back.
Stop him!
Now, let's have a look here. So
I think some of the
obviously, I think Sully's waiting outside.
Whoa!
He's waiting outside the thing. Yeah. So you can actually hear. You can hear like the commotion. Nobody comes out of the door where you're waiting.
Oh.
Yeah. You can hear the clack, 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 clack of footsteps and all that kind of stuff.
Does it sound like somebody running?
Yeah, it sounds like a stampede's going on.
As soon as I cannot see him break, I try to follow. I can try to chase him. Get away!
Yeah. Okay. So let's say then. Let's say that he is. We'll do some drawing on this thing. So he is 2 spaces in front, and we'll do the opposed dexterity. And if you succeed and he does not, you gain on him, etc., etc.
Good luck.
Yeah. So let's
Does this
try
include
and
Sully, or is this?
Absolutely. Yeah. Sully opens the door, and you can see the head of him is actually disappearing down these stairs in the middle.
Oh yeah, hot pursuit.
Yeah, exactly. Let me find Midnight Getaway. Let's see if we can do that.
Actually, if Sully's going for him, maybe I'll go for the other guy. I don't know who's gone doing. I see one guy bolt. I go for the bolter.
Okay. All right. So, if he gets, if you fail twice and he passes twice, that means he gets where he needs to go. So.
Flashback. I stayed behind the door. Shit. Wrong game.
So yeah. Basically, those who are chasing them need to make a dexterity check. Okay. Let me find his. I'll make it for him.
Just Sully, isn't it?
No, it's Dr. Cross as well.
No, Dr. Cross went for the other guy.
I mean, I'm going to be probably another step behind because I've got to get to a room of people.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
Nice. Let's put you where you can actually see him. So you are now one away from him.
I believe in you.
I'm not sure.
What's Dr. Cross doing? Are you racing to Rupert? Yeah.
I mean, I was going to go for Henning, even because I don't know that Sally was there initially.
Yeah.
I'm like trying to find my way through the group of people to get to the other side. So I guess I'm probably like another success behind him or something.
Yeah.
So
there you go. Okay.
Anyway.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh, good going.
Perfect. So yeah, you're keeping up. You're not falling behind, but you're not gaining on him either. Okay. Right. So next round. Again, roll your dexes. If you don't catch him in 3 rounds, you're going to get where he needs to be.
Oh.
Nice, Sally.
Bloody hell. Oh, my God.
Wowee. So, Sully does indeed catch up to him. What are you going to do with him? Now you've called to him. He jumps the last few rungs. He jumps down the last few rungs of the stairs, twists his ankle, and starts racing towards. It looks like he's going towards hole 3.
I was going to dive on him and basically use his body to cushion the fall.
Yeah. I think it's actually down. No, it's on the tween deck.
What was in hole 3 again?
Oxygen tanks.
Oh, shit.
Was it hole 3?
That was the last one.
I might have hole 2.
Hole 2, okay.
Remember.
Oh.
Is that where the kerosene was?
It's the kerosene that he's going after.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
Yeah. So you get a hold of him, you fall on him, are you?
Basically tackling him.
Wrestling him to the ground. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. He's going to try and fight with you then.
Oh no.
So this is where we may well do an encounter. All right.
There's always one of us to resist.
Yeah. And I will put, seeing as you caught him, I'll put Dr. Cross there as well. Is there anybody else joining in on this combat or intending to join in on this combat?
No,
on the way out,
I'll head over.
I basically said, get him to get blood.
A threesome. Okay. I mean, no, that's not good.
What?
Oh, so being the fact that I'm looking through cabins, do I know this fight's actually taking place?
No.
I'll say that the moment you hear something.
Yeah.
So it's just Harrison, Cross, and Sully.
So the dulcet voice of Sully going like, "Oh, you wanker, stop there!"
Okay. All right. So, Dr. Cross first. You'll arrive this turn. So that's fine. We will shift to right. So, Henning, he's going to attempt to slug Sully. So when you do that, you can react.
I'm going to fight back.
Yeah, you're going to fight back. So it's a close check.
Yeah, boy.
And whoever does it deals damage. You can't push your brawling roll, just so you know.
No, that's okay.
All right.
On them. Ooh.
Oh my god. Okay. Wowie. Okay. So I think you've got a brawl as a punch as a thing.
Yes, I should have rolled that, shouldn't I?
Yeah, so you can roll your damage on it.
Okay.
Ooh, D8
Come on.
4.
Oh, it's not much. It's a 3.
Oh, DB.
3.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he's not got armor. So that's all right. You strike him across the face, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, I'm just looking if there's anything on like knocking people out or something like that. Fist fights, no. Okay, right. So you punch him, which he wasn't expecting. He was trying to rear up on you. He gets smacked in the face. Oh, what do you do to capitalize on it?
I want to try and grab a hold of him and restrain him, I think.
Yeah. You can do that.
Slam him against the crate at the back and we'll both pin him.
Yeah, I mean, that would do.
Yeah, so you can effectively restrain him as what they call a maneuver. Yeah, that's fine. So it's just a brawling check, and if you succeed,
okay, come on.
Opposed brawling check, and if you succeed, that's what it is.
I've passed about 3 rolls.
Oh my god, what is going on?
He's been saving his
He's going to have this whole mystery solved.
He's accidentally poisoned himself, I think he's used to it. Or is it? In fact, this is the actual skill set that Sully is waiting for, and he's actually super good at.
He's not. This is not true. It's the thing he's mildly competent at, and I've actually managed to make some rolls.
Mildly competent.
Okay. And Harrison will arrive this turn as well. So you kind of like run down into the thing. So, Dr. Cross.
Oh, you're in trouble now. Harrison's here.
You get, you turn up and he's kind of like restrained, twisting his arm behind
half
his back.
Nelson.
And he's like, no, get off me. You can see a nice welt on his cheekbone.
That's a good punch.
Yeah.
It was.
Okay.
What are you doing, Dr. Cross?
So where you heading, Henning? You gonna try to blow up the ship? Is that your plan?
I was like kick him in the back of the knee so that he buckles.
Okay.
Back of the knee.
Yeah.
Could have stamped on his hand.
Yeah, in fact, we may as well end the encounter because you're on the ship, so he's not going very, not going anywhere, and he's outnumbered 3 to 1. So, yeah, we end that. You kick him in the back of the knee, get him on his knees, and shove him to the floor, and
sit on him
behind his back. Yeah. He doesn't particularly answer you at first, but you can question him if you wish to now. And then, are you taking him back up onto the deck?
I want to get him away from the holds. That's for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
So we like cord or anything we can tie his hands with.
Yeah, there's loads of rope on the ship in there. You'll be able to find some. So I'll put you back up into the thing.
And did they do some restrained blunt as well?
Yes. Yeah, they can happily restrain Blunt, who's not happy about it.
No.
But there's not a lot he can do either. So you can absolutely restrain him.
All right. Let's prog march Henning back up.
I got a little confession for you guys.
Oh,
I have no idea how fingerprints work.
Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He doesn't know that either.
It's just
You thought you were going to say he's the saboteur, didn't you?
Yeah.
It was me all along.
Yeah. Okay, obviously, when they come back up, people are willing to tear his head off happily, and it's only the voice of people like the captain telling him to stand back and disengage and all that kind of stuff. They will do. Henning is very quiet. Rupert is protesting his innocence, saying, "Let go of me. I've not done anything. What the hell is this? You've got the wrong man." All that kind of stuff.
Captain, have we got anything we can use as a break to interview these gentlemen?
Hey, why don't we stick them in the refrigerator?
Ooh.
Or the former kennels.
Yeah.
Or both.
Yeah.
Yes, we've got. We can confine him to any quarters.
Cabin.
Well, no, not a cabin. Those doors are really flimsy. If they want to get out, they'll get out of those cabin doors. I like the fridge idea, to be honest. We'll make sure they've got. We'll give them one of the canisters. How's that? So they can make sure they got some oxygen. Maybe they'll be lucky and it'll have some oxygen in it.
Yeah, we'll choose one of the oxygen canisters at random.
Yeah. So, there's bathrooms. They're a bit more sturdy, but beyond that,
I'll just hang them upside down by the feet off the railing.
There's nowhere without vital equipment.
No, I mean, but we could confine to a cabin and have somebody stationed outside, couldn't you?
The cabin hasn't got vital things in it. We can station somebody outside, like I said.
I guess we want to interview them.
We do.
Especially Henning.
Yeah.
Okay. Who are you starting with out of them both then?
Henning, we'll let Blunt calm down a little bit first, I think.
Okay. Right. Alrighty.
I'm kind of feeling a bit of a bit of anger and hate towards Henning in this one, and I'm going to bring in a bucket of water.
Ooh.
Right. Okay.
And a flannel.
I think the captain and Stark, they want to be in on it as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that would make sense. And maybe Professor Moore too, if he's about.
Yeah, absolutely. He will.
Yeah. I mean, do we see that Dr. Cross is visibly wanting to inflict harm on this? Is that a thing?
Are you trying to conceal it, Dr. Cross?
I think it's quite hard for me to conceal it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because this guy would have blown up the vessel. He would have left men stranded in the waters.
He would have.
The thing, so yeah.
What's the booking for, Doc?
I want to give Henning a sense of what another path could have been, and just kind of bring some empathy to the man about what could have happened if things had gone a different way.
I just kind of shrugged, not entirely sure what Dr. Cross means, but I'm going to make sure that I'm in the room.
Yeah.
I need to tend to him because he's been injured. That's the way you attacked him.
Yeah, you want some hot water and some towels?
Yeah. You tie him by ropes to the back of the chair. And he's sat with his arms behind his back. Yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
So, And then, what's this all about? Is this money, religion, a girl? Your dad played with you too much when you were younger?
Ooh.
Nothing so crass.
Okay, fine. I'm an open-minded guy. You've got some form of belief. Why don't you share it? Maybe I'll share your belief system.
Nothing to do with my beliefs.
Money?
Shrugs.
Did you ever think? Did you think is it a suicide mission for you? Did you think you were going to get out of this?
You guys were more than happy to play happy families. I didn't want to kill anybody.
Killed the dogs.
But
Didn't want to kill any people.
Wow.
So were you planning to blow the ship up? Was that what you were planning to do?
No, don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know about the fuse wire and the blasting caps.
Or the strychnine in the salt cellar?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Funny thing about salt. Salt contains. It's a pure substance. It's used to, preserve meat and things, and it kind of it conducts electricity. There's a kind of magic behind salt, and you've replaced that with the poison of strychnine. But the salt in the water, it remembers. It remembers the lives that float in it. It remembers the fear and the terror inside it. Do you know what that terror feels like? The terror that you would have subjected people to if you brought this vessel down low? No?
Like I said, I was not.
I pull the chair back and dunk his head into the bucket.
Dave Moore is definitely looking very uncomfortable. He's like, I'm not sure about this, Dr. Cross.
Yeah, I'll be intervening. I shall intervene.
An able-bodied man can survive 75 seconds.
Hey, easy, Doc. Easy, Doc.
Doc, you're here to save lives, not end them.
Mrs. Aldridge, perhaps you want to step out for a bit. Says the
maybe me being in here may give everybody a little bit of a moment to stop acting like Neanderthals.
I'm honestly expecting you to club him with a high heel
and then drag him by his hair.
I think, Dr. Cross, do you need to leave the room for a moment?
Yeah.
If you can't conduct yourself in a gentlemanly manner, then please don't.
No, look, tensions are high. I get it, but I mean,
there's no need for this right yet. Now,
yeah, we got to find out. He's going to talk plenty. He's going to talk plenty, right, Henning?
He just coughs and splutters as he's jumped.
Look.
You
now,
see, if you
Dr. Cross here.
If you don't tell us anything, you're no good to us. We'll just throw you overboard, and it's a matter of time before the seas come and claim you.
Henning,
the sea.
Now,
wow.
I hate to tell you this, but Dr. Cross here, he's probably being more reasonable than the rest of the crew. They're pretty upset about what's been going on here, and they think you are the saboteur. You poisoned the dogs. You've already admitted that.
Yeah.
Why?
What do you think?
You don't like dogs?
You don't want the expedition to succeed. We don't get why. You're saying it's not money. You're saying it's nothing so crass.
I didn't say it wasn't money. I just said I didn't have those.
Oh, come on. You were never going to come back. You were never going to come back from this. This is a suicide mission.
Yeah, but maybe the money was for somebody else.
Holy family member.
All that was meant to happen was that the equipment gets damaged.
Okay,
What about the
that's
refrigerator? Right. Was the refrigerator you?
He looks down. He doesn't say anything.
Let's talk about who hired you.
Sure.
You got a name? The guy who hired you?
No. I'm just looking if he has got a name. I don't think he has. So some guy, red hair, paid me some money.
Red hair. Have we encountered anybody with red hair?
No, but red hair color can be changed.
No. No, that's right.
This random guy, red hair, just walks up to you and says, "Hey, if I give you $200, will you go on a ship and poison their meat?"
I'm a dogs.
That's right. That's right.
Did he have an accent?
He was American.
You heard of Professor Dyer?
Oh, this doesn't ring true. Some guy just gives you some money and then you go to this extreme. You go to such extreme as like the refrigeration, poisoning people, poisoning dogs, emptying oxygen tanks.
It's a depression, Mrs. Aldrich. It's hard for anyone to make $1.
I guess the question that the rest of the crew be wanting to know is did you poison the food?
Poison the food, but it was only meant to be for the dogs.
The pemmican, just the pemmican, yeah. So why did you damage the refrigerator?
To spoil the provisions. If I did enough of things like that, you would have to turn back. There'd be no way.
Wouldn't it mean that we would have to eat the pemmican?
No. It looks at Starkweather. Starkweather, who's been quietly seething to this point, he bursts into life and he slams his hands on the desk. He says, "Damn it all, man! Did she hire you? Did she hire you?"
He thinks it's a case of Lexington.
He's like, "I don't know what we're talking about." He has to turn his back on him to stop him punching him.
Okay. What about Blunt? You working alongside Blunt?
Blunt's got nothing to do with this. I worked on my own. Worked better on my own.
A psychology check on that one.
Absolutely.
You work best on your own. So what?
You've done this before?
Done this kind of thing before?
Not this kind of thing, no. Just general. I served my time.
Another symptom found. The cause still eludes us. We hand them over to the authorities in Melbourne.
Starkweather says we're going to have to do statements. If we do them now, then we can speed up the process. I can inform the police.
Did you damage the radios, Henning?
Yes.
Is there anything else we need to check? We found the oxygen cylinders, we found the radios, found the pemmican.
No.
I don't know if we could trust him with that, to be honest. Where were you running to?
I don't know what you mean. I was just getting away. Which is obvious.
I tilt this chair back a little bit.
I doubt that because there's no way to get away to on a boat.
Says, look, I was just going to spill some of the things. That's all.
Did you plant the fuse wire and the cap?
The blasting
cap.
He said that wasn't him.
It wasn't you.
If you're just doing this for money, I don't know why you're being so fanatical about it. You've been caught. It's not like you need to worry about your professional reputation. You know, your best bet, your only bet is to basically say everything else you've done and hope it gets taken into consideration when they're sentencing you, and hope you don't get what do they do in Australia? The gallows, the electric chair?
I think it's gallows.
Gallows, as it's a British colony.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a Tasmanian jig.
It says, look, I just search the cabin, you'll see everything I had.
A jar of sulfuric acid.
Nothing else. Nothing else.
I don't believe the reason is just somebody paid you.
Yeah, that's right. Just had a job. Expected you to turn back. It wasn't for Starkweather, you would have. We won't even be discussing you going on this now.
Oh, I hate how much this makes sense.
Yeah. So he's not really going to give much more than that.
No,
I don't think he can. Circles. He just basically says that kind of stuff. You check his cabin, just like he said, and you'll find there is this, which is a telegram.
That's that story.
Oh, Joe.
Oh.
Okay. And there is these hidden in a footlocker, behind the footlocker.
Well, at least it's nice to see that health and safety was active back in the 30s.
Oh, yeah. Of course not.
So,
poisonous. Do not swallow. Do not.
That's it. So,
hold on a minute. First rights to a story.
Yeah. So, cut a long story short, the rest of the trip gets even better from here. The crew seem to relax a bit. Now you think that they've been caught. Everything checks out with what Henning says. There's no other. Check the rest of the holds. You can't see another piece of sabotage around there. All else seems fine. And you check, indeed, you might even be able to check or cross-reference Rupert's story. Rupert checks out. He just didn't want to be pigeonholed as a thing.
Okay.
You do your statements ahead of the thing, and the rest of the sailing, you sail past glorious islands, glorious weather. Everything seems to pick up, and people get into a lot better mood after this. And it takes the remainder of the trip before finally, on the morning of the 12th, you see Port of Melbourne off the about. So you are actually at Australia now.
First thing I'm going to do is jump overboard, swim to the shore, and buy pancakes.
Yeah. On the way through, obviously, Stark Weather will radio ahead, tell them that they've got a criminal on board and all that kind of stuff, tell them what's going off. And he's also been trying to arrange for, equipment, and he will gather you all in the mess probably a couple of days before you leave, and he will explain that you will be having to stay in Melbourne until what are you on now? Until the 18th. So you'll dock on the 12th. They'll have to get all the pemmican and all the equipment back. They have to replace one of the radios, refill the oxygen, all that kind of stuff. They'll have to do that, and it'll take until 18th.
Okay.
Some of you are expecting to help out, but whether you do or not, that's up to you, because there are interesting things afoot on the way through. Certainly. You might have another couple of conversations. Charles Myers, in particular, says that he's been watching the Black Rod, and there's nothing else happened with it. But he says this is it just reminds you that it's getting close to the Australia where you think it kind of originated from, or somewhere around that region.
Quick question. The other guy, why would he not have his fingerprints? Did we not question him?
He was checked out. He was fine. Blunt. Yeah.
But what was his reason?
He just didn't want to be... just didn't want to do it. But there's nothing about him that...
No. Like I said, all the equipment that you find in Henning's room checks out with what's been damaged, and you've gone top to toe across the entire ship, and there's nothing else. Absolutely nothing else. There's days and days where you check in, because you might be paranoid that there's somebody else. You might even watch the holds for a bit.
Yeah,
nobody else was in.
Because of the blasting caps and the fuse, we're like, why?
Because we don't know why that was there, do we?
I'm going to sleep in one of the holds.
Yeah. Well, indeed. You may well be paranoid that there's somebody else there. There's nobody else goes down there. So if there was a saboteur, they're not acting on it right now.
No.
Okay? But regardless to say, we are going to fast forward time to you reach Australia, and at that point, we'll check it on the next thing. So, from the next episode, you'll finally be ashore.
You can hit the bars in Australia.
Yeah, well,